Welcome back, everyone. This is Daniel of the Dinosaurs. I'm here to bring you episode 5 of our Minecraft 4-World Survival series. Last episode, we left off on a pretty underwhelming mining adventure. We ended up dying and losing pretty much all our stuff. But in between episodes, I actually went back and did some mining off camera. I did film it using replay mod, so I'm still in the process of looking at it and seeing what kind of time lapse or something I can do to show off some of that mining. But I went for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Still in the deep dark area, kind of below our main base here, but by not recording was to be a little careful and more attentive to what I was doing. So we only died. No, I don't think we actually died. Some in the water a couple times, but we were able to escape unscathed. But here's the haul. The top row here is what we had before. And this is we got the big thing. Obviously the diamonds. I made a diamond pickaxe. There was I was able to get into a pretty good cave. It was right around diamond level, so I was able to get quite a few pretty quickly. But yeah. I think we're going to take a little bit of a slower, less progression-focused episode here. I just harvested the fields, but I'll now go and harvest our sugarcane. We do have enough diamonds for enchantment table, which was a big goal of actually getting, or actually going on that mining trip, so that's always good. But one thing I haven't remade is my buckets, actually, but I will do that now. Iron. Yeah, I think this episode, what I want to do is start work on our river here. Basically, this kind of very basic start I think we did when we built our house. Can't quite remember exactly when we did it, but I'm just going to put these down. A permanent water source going here. If you didn't know, this is the most efficient way to do a sugarcane farm, or at least use the least amount of water. That should be enough, actually. It's not the easiest to fill, especially since I had already placed some sugarcane down before I should have. But yeah, I missed one, of course. Yeah, if I do end up doing a time lapse or anything of that replay mod footage, you would have already seen it. I would probably put it at the start of the video. So if it's in there, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did or didn't, definitely let me know down in the comments so I know what to do and what not to do in the future. But yeah, so hopefully we get the sugarcane growing and start to collect some paper. Don't know the exact math on how much we need to do all of our books and bookshelves and stuff, but it is quite a lot, and we do need a lot of leather. Before I do that, let's get some breeding going here. I think it's like 20 bookshelves, so you need 3 books. So we need about a stack of leather and about 3 stacks of paper, I think. Plus a bunch of wood, but you got a stack of cows in here? Come on, we gotta find 8 more, 7 more, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. There we go. Okay, let those guys all breed up. And let's kill a few. I'm going for about a half stack steak here, probably. I also, when I was kind of editing these last few videos, I noticed that the audio quality wasn't the best. There is a bunch of like background noise and kind of static in the background. I think some of it's probably from my computer fan and some of it's not too sure, but I did do quite a bit of work. So yeah, we should have enough leather. If any, I don't have any coal in those. Ooh, oh, we do have some coal here though. I did some work in the background to hopefully help fix some of that. So I think that from my test kind of clips and stuff, the audio is definitely a lot better. So I'm sure it'll be better for the video, but if you like it a lot more, definitely let me know. I'm still working on things like that. Hopefully trying to get better every video. But now kind of about this river. So this, I think I've said this before, but this is going to be our source. So every river needs a source. I kind of like where it's going right now, but we'll eventually, I went through, I have a creative copy of the seed that I play around with, and kind of roughed out a section of the river already in that world. And I do have a screenshot of that pulled up on my other monitor. And it kind of comes in here, goes through here. Kind of like this. This. And this is all gets stripped down. It will eventually, my map will eventually come down and connect to this bottom section here. But I think I just want to get it. No, am I recording? No. I think my map key is somehow tied to a replay mod key. Oh, let's get to sleep. Again, naming our pets still open. I haven't got any names in the comments yet, so it's wide open right now. I did lose our only name tag when we died last episode, but hopefully we'll be finding some soon. Or where's water? Put this back in my offhand now. But yeah, if you have any names, throw them in the comments. Honestly, if you're the first one to put it there, you probably will just, especially if it's a cat name, really whoever's first probably get a cat named after either you or the name you have. The horse, I might want to be a little more picky about the name just because it's a pretty good horse, so hopefully we'll be using it a while. Cats and stuff, I do love cats both in Minecraft and real life, but they're more just around. Don't get as much utility as a horse. Oh, and it's raining. What I'm doing now, kind of explain as I'm going, I'm just trying to work out like a rough shape for a riverbed. I'm probably going to tweak this quite a bit, but I kind of just want to get something rough going, get some water down here. So I do want to get that sugar cane kind of propped up around this river. There's also, I want to do a build down here. I think this is where, I like my farm back there, but I think it could be a cool farm down here, especially with a kind of a waterfall going. If this river is going to wrap around here, There's gonna be a little bit of a waterfall here, so I think that could be a cool like water mill build that I could put down here. Kind of like a flour mill, probably have some wheat over there, which would be cool. Let me take the wheat out of here and make this more of a food farm, potentially for like golden carrots once we get that rich. Or it'd probably be a good kind of money making field for our first sets of villager traits. But first we have to actually make the river. And I probably will kind of just end it. I think the river, where does it go? I think it goes down kind of by that tree there. Works in here, kind of spirals down there. It does dip down in there, down to that kind of gully. So it probably won't take it all the way down to the river right now, because I think when I remember when I was kind of doing it creative, it does require a good amount of terraforming down there. Not something I want to do with iron tools, or probably unenchanted iron, or unenchanted diamond tools at the very most. Okay, this will be a deeper river. I don't expect it to just be shallow single block river. Honestly, that wouldn't look the best. But for right now, see, I don't even know really like how that looks. I guess it doesn't need to be that high here. That is our riverbed. We can kind of go here, bring this out, make a couple blocks there. Come on, reach. Yeah, something like that. But okay, I think we got a decent-ish shape. So we got our buckets on as we do. Oh, I will. There's no source blocks over here, so I will need to go get some source blocks. But let's open this and see where the water flows. A lot of times when I'm doing rivers like this, I just kind of like to see where the water naturally flows and use that, and kind of you can kind of sculpt your river a little bit like that. I will need some buckets of actual water though. Some of these are further than the water limits. But I do think I want to hold onto this edge here. Don't know how much I want it to go over here. Might trim that back a little. I do want to keep the width a little consistent as we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Start filling it out. This water is pretty loud. Ambient environment, I think it is. Still loud. Try that. That's better. Okay. Sorry about that if that was very loud for a while. I just wasn't noticing it. See right here, I know if I start placing water sources here, it's going to start flooding more than I want. Should not be good. And I'm going to bring this down like this. Bring it over like that, sorry. Do need some more source blocks. Bring this down here. So yeah, water is definitely not the easiest thing in Minecraft to deal with, but if you kind of know what you're doing with it, you're able to kind of do things like that. Get it to flow where you want. Definitely takes practice. Once you kind of get the hang of it, it's almost like you have to be able to see what the water's gonna do. Not the easiest. I'm gonna light this little cave entrance up a little. Just so we don't get any mobs spawning in here and ruining our day. And also once we close this up, we won't be getting mob noises, zombie grunts. Go here. Not being too picky about that right now. Zoom in here. So thickness wise, we're a little thin up here. Definitely a little thin here, so we could probably make this section a little thicker. Want to look at that a little bit more. I think that's pretty good. I think we got a good mix of flowing water and source blocks. Do you think this is a little too much flowing? Want to beef that up a little bit? I think this could probably get knockback block. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good for recording. 15 minutes? That's probably rambling on about other things for some more of that. Wrong button. You want to do this? Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to leave that there. It's not going to be perfect. I think this is going to be a flatter section. I know you're probably screaming at me that this is going to be, why are you filling this in if you're going to leave it as, or you can dig it down into more than a single block. Right now I just want to see the top profile. There goes our iron shovel. I also know I have enough diamonds for armor and stuff, but for now, I'm just gonna leave it. I won't be really, like, I don't need anything. I'm not doing anything that needs diamond armor right now, so I'd rather save it for tools and stuff, and then I don't have to be too worried about breaking tools and stuff, like doing stuff like this or wasting diamonds when I got a bunch of them in reserve. And realistically, there's not much that I'm doing right now that really benefit from diamond armor. Sounds a little ironic considering I just died, I know, like 4 or 5 times last episode, but I do not think diamond armor does much. Well, it definitely does a little bit, but I feel like that warden would have, or those wardens would have still just ruined our day if we were in diamond armor. Enchanted diamond armor, we probably could have stood up a fight, but don't think unenchanted diamond armor would have really made, or been the make or break. I don't know. Wouldn't have mattered. That's what I was trying to get at. So let's just get to filling this portion. Right now, this is going to kind of remain a little flat. We might change that up in the future. For now, this is just a flat river, and then here's the waterfall. Actually, I'm going to stop that from flowing, just so I can get a little bit more control. It's time to sleep. slowly kind of rake this water out. Yeah, like it's going really sideways here, which I don't want. Really keep it off. Another tip if you're dealing with water, you always want to go down if you're blocking things off. Because if you go up, see how that goes to the side? Water kind of reacts instantly. It doesn't really give you the time to... You might be, if you're extremely quick, you might be able to kind of shape it like that, but I find that you pretty much have to do it off, like do it right away. Or, sorry, you have to do it top down if you want to sculpt the water, else you're just going to be dealing with water going every which direction that you don't want it. Yeah, let's just block this up. Let this water drain away. Then hopefully it lands into that pool down there, and we can remove all our sculpting, and we'll have a nice waterfalls that's the correct size we want. Let's see. Okay. Like that. Oh. We don't want that. Okay, so it's that block that's kicking it out. This is where water gets a little tricky to deal with. I think what I can do is this. There you go. Don't know how that's gonna look, but at least it's flowing in the areas we want. Take some of this stuff down. Okay, let's see how that looks. Yeah, definitely do not like this. Be okay with it coming over a little bit more, I guess. That much. That. If there's something up here we could do. That's already not a source block. It's already a source block, not a source block. I don't think this needs... Okay, actually that's good. Maybe this just needs to be built out more. What happened on this side? That's not good. Okay, actually. It's a little thick from that end. It's not bad. This could maybe get trimmed, like brought back a little bit. Kind of built out just to make it look not as weird. It's an overhang now. Don't want that. These are all one too high. Okay, I like that actually. Okay, I think that's good. Now this. Okay, now where does this go? This goes right through here. So this, I'll do this. I think I'll go start here. Okay, so kind of, I have it go this way, couple, and then it kicks back this way. It is a little bit of a control this way. I gotta kick it more this way. Too far of a straight. So well, that's a pretty long straight there. Like that. This would go this way. Kind of just blend into that. Well, I hope this is entertaining for you guys. Probably not giving the best commentary on what I'm doing, but I also just haven't really done a lot of this kind of building freehand, especially when it comes to terraforming, where it's a lot of just stepping back and seeing this looks right. One nice thing is we have the mini map in, and it's going to give us a really clear contrast when we get all this filled with water on the surrounding grass, which will help us see if our shaping from the top down is really what we want it to be. Just get this all filled with water. Oops. Then probably just cap it off like here. Let's see. Okay. Actually not bad. It's a little big here, so I might bring it back a little bit. little right in here. Oh no, it's up there. Oh, okay, that's the waterfall there. Yeah, actually, this is pretty good. Okay, sweet. Clean up the terraforming a little bit here. Same thing. Let's throw down some torches. Get this built in, I guess. So I'll need dark. Getting dark quick. We're gonna run out of dirt here, but that's okay. Let's go sleep. Sugarcane's looking like it's growing a good bit. It's good to see. Let's give this a harvest. Yeah, we should be. Maybe get half a stack from that partial harvest, so I think it'll be just a matter of time before we get our paper sorted for our enchantment table. Enchanting setup. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this river so far. It is looking pretty good. I honestly don't mind it being one block, actually. Usually I try to go deeper, but it's not looking too bad for... Probably definitely want to do at least 2 blocks in some places, but with how thick it is here, like, you don't have a lot of room to really sculpt it down. Sweet. Okay, that's one kind of terraforming project crossed off the list. Want to do. I'm not gonna make stone. There's stone. Make a couple stone shovels. I don't want to waste my diamond shovel doing this. I'm gonna make some stone shovels so we can do some pathing. First, I kind of want to make this will probably be a well-worn path, kind of down back here to our house, and this will kind of go up here. I want to trim this back a little. Just so we have a little bit more room for our path out to where the cows are. Nice. Just to add a little bit more life to our area. I really wish we had access to more flowers so we can get some flowers down, but don't think we're near any flowering biomes. Of these slabs. What kind of slabs do we got? Let's try good old trusty spruce slabs. Oops. When I do paths, I like to do the edges as slabs. I come around here, then maybe over here. I guess this path probably also come this way. Back here. Next up there. Then we probably would have a path here. This is not a gradual slope whatsoever. So we'll need, let's pull out the bottom a fair bit. I think usually I want a slab path. I usually try to do 3. Oops. 3 blocks I think is usually pretty good. Yeah. So let's pull this back. We'll probably have the path kind of spiral up this way. So don't need to take out too much of that wall. But we will need to, oh, I don't know, use my diamond shovel. Let this go a little quicker. Lovely. Oh, still gotta go back a bit here. Just a little bit. Kind of round this off too. Look a little more natural-ish. Really start chopping this away so that we can have a nice gradual slope up to our mine area, which is over here. Okay. Maybe it's better if I go 1 block here. Is that still working here at this path? Yeah. It's not bad. Maybe this can go like that. Probably want the furthest one is here. We're doing what? This is a 4, so we're doing 4 here. That's okay. We want this to go at least 3 back. At least go this far. We have a nice smooth and gradual increase, nothing too harsh. This in turn will have to go back a little too. Hope we're not making too big of a cut through this mountain that's going to look really out of place, but if it is, we can always fix that. I think having this one out will look nice. Maybe the other side. This back here. Looking up here, here. Yeah, I like that a little bit more. So then we'll have to peel this back again. But that one. Maybe something like that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. Or we could do a 2 and 2. Oops. 2 and 2. Yep, like that. Then we go back here. I will feel like fix up this edge, but kind of just want to get this path settled first, just so I don't have to keep reworking how that slope looks. Yeah, we're at the top here. Probably just do, yeah, not far enough. Just a nice little spot like that. Okay, let's just peel this back a little here. Probably have this kind of mouth, you want to call it that, this cave system, be a part of our mine entrance eventually when we build it. Don't want to come up right to where it is, but yeah, go I guess one further. And we're out of slabs anyways. We have this as like a one there kind of deal. And this will just get pulled all the way through our mine. Well, we don't need to be mining this part out, but might as well. Just to finish it off. Our mine entrance. Okay. Now that the path is done, we can fix up this edge. Actually pretty close to looking okay. So you get this brought down. That looks okay aesthetically. Of course, we gotta take it back. Nice. We'll switch this out. Switch this all out for dirt. And then that's honestly, I think, path done. Or not done. The bare bones path done, I should say. Definitely still have a little bit more work to do on it. Let's get this going. That. And this is a checkerboard, yeah. I like to avoid doing things like this, creating a checkerboard pattern. It's just doesn't look very natural to me. That's fine. Let's grab some of you. Expose now. One thing I hate about paths is that hole. You expose the bottom of that block there, but it's okay. It's worth it. And this is their mine entrance. Sweet. Okay. Don't want to waste this dirt. Let's mine that down. Yeah, now we got some paths. I don't like how it shows us dirt here, or the same texture as dirt. This is another one there. There, this is a pretty well-worn path. It's gonna be what we technically run through whenever we're going around the house. Yeah. Oh, I would do some harvesting while we're here. Oops. We're not punching too much wheat before it's ready. I do find it a little tricky to know when it's fully harvested using this. I know there's like mods, like texture packs. I think Vanilla Tweaks has the option to have like a visible, I think it's an exclamation mark goes a point above fully grown crops, but I like using farms aesthetically in a lot of places like this, so that just completely ruins that. I do have the ones for kelp turned on though, because that I think just puts a little bit of flour on the top of them, which is completely fine for me. We do have quite a few potatoes and carrots stored up, which is nice. Oh, I forgot our steak. Yeah, I'm going to be smart, not just carry a stack of steak on me. I gotta put this chest down here. Oh, our lodestone. I just saw one in the chest. It reminded me. we can do this now. It's pretty cool. I can probably get an achievement for it. Nice. So yeah, so now that those will always point home, which is pretty cool. Really cool indeed. I think I'm going to trim down the amount of cows I got here. It's a little bit excessive. We really don't need these many cows. Probably get enough steak. Lasts a very long time from this culling of the herd. And it really doesn't take too, when you have this many, it does not take that long. Repopulate. You know what I should do actually? Where's my thing? Before I do that, just run around, make sure we lose a steak. That would be not very good. I got an idea. You know what I'm about to do? Congratulations. I mean, I think it should be pretty obvious by now. But I just messed that up. Thankfully, we're not speed running because this is not very good gravel. I actually don't think you can get gravel from doing that. Now that I think about it, yeah, okay. I definitely think that was just wasting time. Thought I was having a good idea, but truly was not. Wires got really sucky rates there, but now that I think about it, I don't think that's how it works. So let's just do. I have to be able to hit the ground. Oh, don't let myself on fire. Now we get a bunch of cooked pork or cooked steak. Okay, I think, like, look, we still have a ton. Yeah, we're up to 56 in my inventory. We still have a ton of cows here. Tempted to do it again. I don't want to die though. Eat a steak right in front of you guys. There we go. With a couple of them, and then rush it and put it out. I only got a couple there. Okay, I think that's enough cow burning for today. I'll even breed them up, so get some, start repopulating. Yeah. We got lots of steak now. Not gonna run out anytime soon. Over a stack of cooked and quite a bit uncooked. Ah, crap. That was a horrible way of doing that. Oh, look at that. Perfect. We got lots of leather. That's good. Okay. What to do next? Still want to make this area a little bit nicer. You know what? We're about halfway through recording this episode, so I'm gonna take a quick break. Maybe brainstorm some more ideas. Maybe we'll go and start decorating our house a little more, nice details. But I'll be back a second after taking a short break here. Welcome back, everybody. for the second half of episode 5. For you, it's just a short break, not even a second. For me, it is. Just bear with me for a second while I get my bearings. Yeah, we did the path. Okay. I think what we decided was, let me get my reference image back up, is that we were going to start looking at detailing the house. First off, we gotta deal with this pillager raid captain. He was swiftly dealt with, and all his friends are here now. Oh, they're killing each other. And then me, kill you, and dead. Okay, we made quick work of them. Well, yeah, let's try to get back into detailing the house. This is all miscellaneous stuff. For miscellaneous, I think we want to do mostly spruce work. We'll get some oak, probably for some barrels. What else do we want? Got some torches. Maybe let's make some lanterns. Do quite like lanterns for most lighting things once we get enough. Iron. Christmas shears. I don't think we have, yeah. Don't have any leaves, which I'm definitely going to want to use. So I'll just strip you of your leaves real quick. Eventually we'll want to go on a little bit of a flower run. I don't think we have a good flower biome anywhere near us. Maybe we have some in there. That looks like it could have some cool flowers. Yeah, I don't think we've quite found a... That's a meadow. Okay, maybe these are all just meadows. Okay. Sleep before we get attacked. Come on. Really? I guess we can start doing some crafting. I'm going to want to make not crafting tables, not barrels. And then we're probably going to want to make a bunch of trapdoors. A good amount of stairs. Probably some slabs. Have any oak fences still? Oops. And so you have a couple. Let's get those. And make some more. Just for some detailing. Fence. Okay. Other than that, maybe let's sleep. Maybe get some stone walls to put some lanterns and stuff on. Walk down my house. Stone. Actually make andesite. I got cobblestone. One set of andesite walls, one set of cobblestone walls. Okay. We got some shelves if we need it. Okay. I think I'll start tackling the bottom first. And really, you're just gonna go maybe. We want to start with a window here, maybe with. We're gonna need a lot more trapdoors. That's for sure. Maybe not. Maybe just do a window like that. I could put like a barrel in the corner here. Yeah. Over here, I definitely want to add some sort of. Not my the move these kitties. Scooch kitties. Let's see what. Let's grab a couple. I think I have some spruce fences. I got 2. Let's maybe make some more of those. Spruce fence. We can just go up here, maybe 1, 2, something like that, maybe. Like, can I go? Oops. Kind of like that a little better. Maybe just do this. Yeah, that looks okay. We'll do lanterns in the corners. That's a pretty easy detail to add. So we did that. Let's go over here. Maybe here's where we want to do some kind of planter box, maybe. Something like this. Dirt. I got these here. And then we'll have to like go a little bit outside with that just because we can't put anything on there. And then we'll go in with you and then maybe just straight across the top here. Like that. That looks okay. Back here, there's not a lot we can really do. Might work in some cracked bricks and stuff, but see. That's kind of fine. Maybe let's try some shelves. I don't like how that interacts there, really. You know what? I might actually end up getting rid of these and going with more just something like that. And it keeps these both symmetrical. Maybe now we can go back with these. Sure, I'll leave it like that. And then for here, I've been just doing a bunch of these spruce fence things, but they just look pretty good. I can do something different like that. Yeah, sure. Okay, I think that's the ground floor kind of done for detailing. You know what, let's get, so how do we want this path to go? We're eventually going to want some sort of path down, I think, through here down to here. So I think the main path is going to kind of go this way. So maybe kind of like this, and then back over here somewhere. So we can get some walls going, kind of outline that path every once in a while. A single there, like double wall there. And I don't like that. Maybe like a diagonal. Right, come through here. I really like that, actually. Maybe like here. Oops. Here. A little bit better. That works. And some fence gates. Probably move more of the fence gates around here. Outline the path. Here. Probably gonna have open access to this river, so we wouldn't have a fence there. We could pull that this way. Let's assume this house is our main water source, so we probably want to be coming up here a good amount. Just something like this. Like ultra. No, do not connect to blocks. Looks bad. Something like that. Maybe up here and back this way. And maybe like one here. We'll move this to like here. And then bushes. Maybe put a little bit of bush there. Definitely something in here. there a little bit. Probably wouldn't have much growing. It's probably, in theory, pretty hot. Don't think you would have much growing right there. You can have some bushes here, kind of lining this path. Something like that, I guess. Here. This would probably be well traveled, so I'm not going to have much grass in the path. Yeah, I want to trim this back a little, just so we can work with this. A little more. Don't, this is a little checkerboardy, so I don't like that. There. Okay, do we have many flowers? That's the question. Pink petals. Probably aren't going to be the most. We have bones. We can just put some bone meal down. You have one. Okay. Probably not going to put that down. Let's see. What are our options here? We do some wheat seed composting. Hopefully get some bone meal. I just want to put a couple pieces down just to some of that area that we've either built up our own or kind of just flattened out as we've been walking around. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, good. Okay. Especially out here, just liven it up a little bit more around the path. Right here. So you kind of, okay. I think that's looking a little bit better already. You know what we can do? We can sleep. Nope. We can grab some gravel. Don't have a lot of gravel, but do have a little bit. Sleep. Nope. We could put a little bit. Oh my! This is not going well. Forget that. Just dot a little bit of gravel in some of these path areas. Okay, we gotta be able to sleep now. No, too far away. Different air. Maybe actually, this might be a little too much contrast. Got something like a podzol or something in there as well. Maybe not. I don't know. We're eventually gonna get some podzol and potentially some mud to put in our paths. So that will hopefully help add some contrast and different colors and stuff. But for now, we can only sleep. Okay. So you could probably put a couple more barrels and stuff down. Maybe squeak in a barrel here. There. Up here maybe. You know what? Let's get some more. Let's go at the back here. Just spread it around. So I'm liking this a little bit more. Definitely coming around. Ooh, yeah. And we could put some coarse dirt. But don't have any more gravel. That's the only issue. I mean, there should be a gravel deposit up here somewhere. Else these are. Oops. Fix these little things here. We have a gravel deposit somewhere down here. Andesite. No gravel. Well, you know what? Let's actually grab some of these. Some wildflowers. This would be nice to put around. There's our mountain donkey. I don't really see any gravel. I know there's probably some down in the river area, but I don't like harvesting riverbed gravel. Just a little annoying. I guess we're not going to have a choice. That's okay. We'll just go down here somewhere. Leaf litter, we don't really have any trees around to make sense of the leaf litter. We could plant some. That might be a good idea. Or, not exactly sure if I want to keep it more just a like open area, or if I want to get, hey, there's some gravel. This is an interesting looking, oh, there's some mobs down there. I want to be careful of that. I wouldn't mind killing a skeleton for a little bit more bone meal. Can I get a music disc out of this? Well, let's get explode. Oh, no shield. Kill the skeleton. Bones. Nice. Oh, no, still got a little bit more gravel. Get. Actually, a good amount of gravel. May as well stock up on some while we're here. Let me pull up, make sure I'm looking at recording time just so we're not going over, because I would hate for that to happen. We have a little bit of a long episode. Probably not the end of the world, but don't want to completely blow it out of the water. But I'm just like kind of a one-shot playthrough for these videos. It's a lot easier to kind of gauge how long I've been recording for, but when it's broken up like this, it's a little harder to gauge time. Yeah, that's actually quite a bit of gravel. So we can go this way. No, or parkour jump. Okay, back to the house. First, yeah. This should hopefully help up our path game a little bit. And then once we get this path kind of in the ground area settled, we can move up and do some of the upper portions of the house. But I do want to throw a couple of these little blobs of flowers down. Okay, nice. Now let's make some coarse dirt. Just start peppering that in here too. I think we'll try to stick this to more of the middle, as it would be more of like the well-worn parts of the path. I feel like would be this dirt. Let's just get like that. Don't want to fully get rid of all of the grass. Definitely want the grass to be kind of almost gone in some of these spots. Can I make that? Sure. Put some more in here. I need some more. Gravel. this way. Okay, that's looking nice. Up there, there. Got 5 more. There we go. Alrighty. Oh, I didn't pick up those bones. That sucks. Seem to have lost the audio on my headphones. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the recording at all, but just yeah, I can't hear the cows. So, anyways, I don't quite like that placement there. Maybe like an upright barrel there, yeah. And maybe just something like this to kind of really close off that corner. Like you have, really, you walk this way and around. Don't cut that corner. But okay, it's time to do some work up here. I've closed my reference image once again. Let's get that back up. Where do I want to start? We're going to want some more of those. We're going to want some more trapdoors. Lots of trapdoors. Go. Do something like this for this one. Just a simple little basket. Maybe with a little bit of like a shelf up here. I think that will look good. Definitely have to populate that with some flowers and stuff, but for now, I think we're good there. Let's not jump out any crops, but I think it was good. Oh, I don't really want to get. How does this look? Kind of dumb. But something like. Ooh, and I haven't used in a while. Did I use all my spruce? Oh, I think I have enough. Something like that. It's just like an open window. That looks pretty nice. We'll need some more though. There's my spruce wood. There it is. Down the one for this side. Here. That looks pretty good without needing much. Is there anything? Yeah, I don't actually kind of like that look there. This one, definitely put some shutters. There's simple trapdoors. Nothing too fancy there. And this needs something. Don't know what though. It's a plain wall. Kind of has to be because of the fireplace, but yeah, not too sure. But I think that's honestly pretty good for the outside of the house. Not nighttime yet, so I can't Maybe it's good to put some higher up lanterns. Make the kind of top stand out a little bit more. I don't know if I'll be able to put one right in here. Yeah, I can't. Two. I have to like come out the side somehow. Like I could do something like this. This is where I wish I had scaffolding. I mean, that doesn't look horrible. I'll leave it for now. That's okay. Here, definitely is going to put one up on that ledge. Pretty easy solution. And here, I think I can definitely just tuck one in that top. Oh, it is a slab or a stair. Do something similar to the other arch. There are no mobs right here to attack me. Yeah, it's not bad. Sleep. And it might be a little bit of a shorter episode, but I think that's probably, oh, accidentally close out. Probably where I'm going to call it. It's looking pretty nice. I think the small little, like we didn't do too much detailing, but I think the details we did were very nice. We get some flowers in there. I do want to get, maybe we got to have an adventuring kind of episode coming up soon. Did a lot of building, caving and stuff. Good old exploration videos. Definitely needed. We may get some vines, so we can put some vines on the house, kind of add some green to it and some new colors, but I think for now it's looking pretty good. Gonna go clean up my inventory a little bit. Then we're probably good to call it a day. Yeah, as far as kind of the channel and the videos go, that contest slash, I don't know what you want to call it, for naming our pets is still out there. If you have any ideas for names, throw them in the comments. Let's just go get our horse. That's one thing we can do. It's been trapped over here since we went on a little mining adventure, and they deserve to come back. And all alone. Oh, let's steal some of these. While we're out here, you can drop some of those around. I do like the two high flowers to kind of give that different height level. It can really break up an area. Pretty sure the cave is just over here. Yeah, I think it's down right here, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that hurt. Now, where did we... Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to go look back in the footage to see where we left our horse, because it's not here. What the map? Oh, it's probably over here. Another thing I do want to do now, we have some iron and redstone and stuff, is I want to get an actual map, a Minecraft map of our world going. Put that up in our house somewhere, just so we can see the area. Another thing that I think would be cool is kind of making some copies. No, that's that thing. Maybe straight this way. Yeah, so basically I think what I want to do is kind of make some maps of different parts of our progress so that we can kind of have some areas where they have non-updated maps that we can kind of track to see how the world has evolved over time in playing. I don't know how well it'll go because I feel like I'm going to accidentally update some maps I didn't want to. And it's going to be a whole thing, but is that the one we were just at? Oh, this is not good. I think I'm just going to have to go back into the footage and find where we left our horse, because I can't seem to find it for the life of me. And he was a really good horse. Oh, here's another nice tall flowers. Okay, this is the last cave we're checking. No. Well, guys, that's not good. Like, I know he's around here somewhere. Okay, this is the actual last opening we're checking. I think that's the one we've already been at. Ugh. So sad. We'll find him, guys, don't worry. I know there's a video out there somewhere where he is, so he will be found. Maybe he ran away because he hasn't got a name yet and he's feeling neglected. As far as plans for next episode and stuff, I got a couple more of these. I think I want to head over to the village and start doing some pretty minor villager trades. One big thing would be getting some name tags. So when we do find our horse again, we can give him a name. I'm just going to plop some of these tall flowers down. I also like that they stand out quite a bit, especially the red ones. Gives the area just a little more pop of color. I said we're going to leave that kind of bare because of the heat. Maybe one right there. I'll throw down these pink guys. And one more. Let us go like right back here. Maybe instead of there, I'll use him like right here. Break up that. There you go. Okay. I think that looks good. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hopefully I get this episode out soon after recording and get episode 6 out as well pretty quick. I think it would be a sizable break between 4 and 5. Just had some stuff come up and wasn't really able to finish recording this episode and push it out to you guys, but hopefully you'll get a few more episodes coming down in a short little while. But thanks for watching as always. If you liked what you saw, please drop a comment down below, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks. Bye.